Well, we are in the thick of earnings season, and now we're going to check in with the top management on for Nippon Life. Nippon Life has reported a steady fourth quarter, where we have seen it's added 70 lakh folios in FY22. Joining us now is Prateek Jain, the Chief Financial Officer, the CFO at the company. Good morning, Mr. Jain. Thanks so much for joining us right here. Now, overall, if you look at the AUM, the market share is up, 26 basis points to come in over 7.3%. What kind of growth can we look forward to going forward in FY23, and what will be the levers of growth?
So, I'm happy to share with you that overall our asset the mutual fund AUM market share has gone to 7.38% as against 7.12% last year, a growth of 26 basis points. I won't be able to tell you the exact numbers, what would be expected in future, but let me share with you that 8 out of 10 of our schemes have been, in the top quartiles in terms of equity, and 10 out of 14 schemes in the fixed income is again in the top 2 quartiles. I think, basis that we expect, we have been sharing with you earlier as well, that all the money comes with a lag effect. So now the performance is behind us. I think we will be able to see higher growth in the coming quarters.
Now, Mr. Jain, in FY22, what we did see was the company adding 70 lakh folios. That's such a high number when you look at the rest of the industry as well, the kind of outperformance you've seen on that front. The question is, going forward, can this momentum be kept up? Can it be sustained?
No, so this has been a transformational year, both for the industry as well as us. I think a lot was talked about direct investing last year. And, we have always been maintaining that, all this direct investments, which has been happening, which will translate into, people investing into mutual fund as well. And I think that has proven correct, because once the lockdown, got over and people went back to work, I think more and more started investing their money through mutual fund. And this year, we saw an unprecedented growth of almost adding of 3.2 crore folio in the industry. And I think we also added almost like 70 lakh folios. Let me share with you which is the fastest. And let me share with you today, if you look at the unique investor, I think probably 1 in every 3% invest with Nippon India mutual fund. I think this is at the back of our strength. Retail strength, what we have created over the years, the moat what we have created in terms of our physical as well as digital presence has led to this kind of growth. And I think going forward, again, as mentioned, that with the improved performance of our schemes, we will be able to corner larger traction in terms of the new investors. As far as the industry is concerned, I think we are we are still under penetrated with only 18% AM to GDP ratio, whereas in the mature market, AM to GDP ratio is almost like 80%. I think we have a long runway to go, and I think in the next or the last, if you see the last 10 odd years, industry has moved from 6.6 lakh odd crore in 2012 to today we are almost like 38 lakh crore. I think we can, so in the next 10 year also we can see a 5x kind of AUM growth in the coming decade.
Mr. Jain, the share of equity in the AUM has risen by about 100 basis points to 42% on year. Will we see the equity component go down, and will more allocation be given to debt and gold in the coming quarters?
See, again, if you look at, if we have to go by the past, even in the, if you look at the last 2 years back when the COVID lockdown had happened, that time also, I think it was said that, the growth in the industry is not secular, but with an exception of 1 quarter where the industry AUM dipped, I think the industry growth has been very, very secular. And the if SIP is one of the barometers, then if you look at the SIP also, it was about close to about 7,000 odd crore at that point of time, and today it is about 12,000 odd crore. So I think we have seen a consistent increase in investors coming and systematically investing into mutual fund, and this share of, and with the increased digital penetration, I believe more and more new investor will get added, and I believe that equity assets through retail participation will keep increasing.
Now, in Jan 2022, the company completed the NFO Nifty Auto ETF, Silver ETF and Silver ETF. So what kind of themes can we expected? What are the expected size of the NFOs that we can anticipate in FY23?
No, so by design, we do not want to create a large NFOs. This is mostly of completing our bouquet, and we need to provide unique proposition to our investors. So what we do is we keep providing a unique, innovative product suite for our investors, and we will build it over a period of time through SIP and systematic investment and asset allocation plan.
Right. What about the guidance for the non-MF business in FY23? What kind of numbers are you working with?
So, this is one area probably, we have not, fared as what we would have expected. I think so this year again, while the total revenue growth would, in terms of these businesses would be about 20% odd, but given the smaller size, that is not so relevant. But from our perspective, I think both in terms of alternatives, in terms of ETF and the other advisory opportunities, I think these businesses remain very close to our business strategies, and I think as a part of diversification, we'll keep working on them. And I think the idea would be that in next few years, the share of revenue should be close to about 25% from these strategies. As compared, so from as against the mutual fund business. So mutual fund, which is our core business, will contribute to about 75% revenue, and these businesses will contribute about 25%.
Sure. What about key digital initiatives? What is it that you're working with, and any kind of tie-ups with fintechs that we can expect going ahead from you?
So, the idea is here to collaborate with as many digital partners. And today, if you see almost, we have seen 63% increase in the transaction volume through our digital channels. And, we have state-of-art digital, assets with us. And, in terms of partnership, I think with all the key aggregators and market players, we have a direct API connected with them. And this year also we have seen almost 58% increase in 58% of our purchases now are happening digitally.
Okay, let's leave it at that for now, Mr. Jain. Thanks so much for joining us live today to decode the numbers. A steady quarter, 70 lakh folios also being added. That's Nippon Live for you.